Hello there. I just wanted to do a quick overview of the broken corner method, also known as the working corner method, depending on where you read it online. I'm going to assume that you know how to solve one side of a Rubik's Cube, including all of the colors around the edges, so a proper one-side solve. Now, the broken corner method is called such because for most of the solve, one of the original corners is wrong. But it gives you a lot of advantages. There's a lot less memorization because that corner gives you a lot to work with. So, for example, you can move the broken corner under a edge piece and then kind of just move it up into place, and the only thing you're messing up is that same one corner again. Move that underneath, put it back, and still, because the same one corner is transferring around underneath each edge, there's really nothing to memorize here. You just kind of move it into place and it works. Which gives you kind of a two-layer solve, still missing the one corner. And again, this messed up corner is going to give us help with solving the top layer as well. So the top edges all need to be put into place, but you can rotate that corner in and out of the top layer to get where you need to be. All right, so now once all of the top edges are in place, you have the one corner that's messed up, but now actually the entire cube is solved except for 5 pieces. So we have the 4 pieces on the top and the one corner on the original bottom layer. This is the one bit that you do have to memorize. You have to memorize the sequence for moving the top layer corners into different positions, and then once they're in those positions, you have to memorize the sequence for rotating them in place. So this might be a little bit easier to see from a solved cube position. So let's say I want to take the red-green corner and move it over one. I would bring it down, put it in the back, rotate the top, and then reverse the motion. And what that does is it puts it in the new spot, but it also moves what was in the back corner up to the top. So you're shifting, you're kind of moving around 3 different corner pieces. And again, because our corner is already our messed up corner, this sort of works, as long as you can keep track of what is where and where you're moving it. The other thing is a twisting motion of the corners. And this is similar, that you also have to do it in pairs. So you bring it down, rotate it to the back, and then bring it back up in the other direction. Now, of course, this messes up the whole rest of the cube. And so what you need to do instead is move to a different top corner and then do the motion the other way. And it'll end up twisting both of them in opposite directions. And so you can see one has been rotated clockwise, the other has been rotated counterclockwise. But for the most part, that's the entire solve. You have one of the messed up corners. You use it going underneath each middle layer edge to place those edges. Then you move the top layer edges in and out of that corner to get those all in the correct positions. And then once you've made it that far, you only have 5 corners left that need to be righted. And those 5 corners, you do need to memorize the sequences for manipulating just those 5 corners without manipulating the rest of the cube. But it's a lot less memorization than other methods I've come across, so this one has kind of stuck with me.